Hi, I'm Tommy Zimmer here at Motor City Comic Con 2013 in Detroit for Creative Continuity.
Excelsior!
If you've never been to a convention, then you really don't understand what goes on here.
The hard thing about Indiana Jones was the whole time I'd go begin my page that day, in my head, dun 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 dun.
Well, it's awesome to meet you, sir. I'm really a big fan.
That's as it should be.
Here at C2E2, we're going to be bringing you live coverage from artists, writers, and cosplayers. Hopefully some stars along the way. We hope you stay tuned to the rest of our coverage here at C2E2 2013. We're here with Kevin McNally, actor from the Pirates franchise, here at C2E2 2013 in Chicago. How'd you get started in the Pirates franchise?
I was on my birthday. I was drunk and I went to an interview, and they liked what they saw. So they
Do you think the drunkenness maybe helped a little bit?
I think it probably had something to do with it. Yes.
Is it the English stereotype a little bit with the drunken sailor, maybe a little bit?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you know, Mr. Gibbs is probably the only sort of stereotypical sailor in the film. The others are all quite different and original, but I don't mind being a stereotype.
He's actually more or less, though, one of the more level-headed individuals on the crew.
Yeah, I think in a way Mr. Gibbs is the most sensible man in the film, which is really saying something, you know, of how crazy the other guys are.
Yeah, I mean, compared to Jack and everyone else, I mean, Jack's just off the rooftop, and you're the one who always seems to have to bring the sense back to things.
Absolutely, and explain to him very often what's going on, yeah.
Did you ever think that with the first film that was going to turn out to be 4 films?
No, not at all. In fact, I really, until we were about halfway through, didn't really think there was much chance of the film doing any business. There hadn't been a successful pirate film in 30 years. So I was more surprised than anybody at the success, really.
What do you think you can attribute to the success of it?
Great characters, great filmmaking from Gore Verbinski, and, of course, Johnny Depp's wonderful creation of Jack Sparrow.
How was it working with everyone? Was it kind of like a family almost?
Yeah, it's a really great bunch of people, and I know every time we go back and make another one, it's a bit like a high school reunion, you know.
Do you think now with the 4th one having come out, what was it like coming back?
It was great. I look forward to doing another one. I'd like to see some more of the old characters who weren't in the 4th one come back. That would make me very happy.
Are you talking about Keira Knightley and Orlando Bloom, perhaps?
I was thinking more of the sort of character parts. I don't think Keira and Orlando perhaps would want to come back, but people like Pintel Rigetti and Cotton and Marty and all those sort of people, the crew, really.
Yeah, I'm sure most fans would love to see that back, because that was what was different about the 4th film. Was it had more of a cameo semblance of characters, and it focused more on Jack's journey almost. Did you get that semblance of that?
Yeah,
maybe?
I think that's a very fair appraisal of the film, and I think, and good for that too. You know, a nice, simple journey. It was very much stripped back to what the first film was like. But there's any number of directions you can go in, and I'm sure that Jerry Bruckheimer and Disney will go in an interesting one the next time too.
Have you heard anything about it beyond speculation?
Very low down the pecking order in finding out what the films are going to be about.
How usually would you find out that way?
Usually when they send me the script and the offer.
Okay. What else do you have coming up right now?
I just did a pilot for AMC called Turn, set in the American Revolutionary War, and I'm hoping for big things for that.
All right, Mr. McNally, thank you so much.
It calls the 10 Commandments of successfully working with artists. And if you're a writer and you want to create comics and you want to work with artists, these are probably like the 10 best rules or commandments or guidelines that I could give people that might be interested. Number 7, thou shalt be aware of your panel per page ratio. I mentioned this a minute ago. Each panel is a tiny little picture that must be individually drawn. Now think about that for a moment. Each panel is a picture. So you really want to be aware of how many panels you're putting on a page. It takes a lot of work to do that stuff. Not even considering lettering. Okay. The more panels per page, the less room per picture, the less room for dialogue. And something I see a lot of novice writers, beginning writers do, is writers like to hear themselves talk. So the guy that's been talking for 25 minutes straight. And they have 9 panels per page, because that's what Watchmen did. Watchmen is awesome. And big, long, giant, monologues in every panel. You gotta watch that stuff. You gotta be very careful. And keep in mind what you're asking people to draw as well. Each panel is a picture. There can be a lot of pictures that can add up really quickly.
This has been C2E2 2013 here in Chicago, interviewing writers, artists, cosplayers, and possible stars. We hope you enjoy our coverage right here tonight and today, this weekend, as we exit the show today. Thank you.
Do you know about Bestow Productions? We're the area's leader in video production. We provide quality, award-winning, and professional work in television commercial advertising, video for the web, video content for direct distribution, video on demand, and so much more. Give us a call at 570-486-4948 and see what Bestow can do for you. And now you know.